Hiya, hiya, from the home of the relatively unimportant. It's the Joey Reynolds Rap, and I have the heat. Well, that's the Miami heat. If you're looking for heat, don't come to Florida. This is so you guys know that we do have some bad weather. It's raining, and it's it's chill, but our idea of chill is 60 degrees. This little bird is pecking at me. I don't need another pecker in my life. I've had enough of them in broadcasting. And these are, what he does is he gives you these little pricks, same as in broadcasting. But anyway, I wanted to tell you something about this idea here of El Chapo. Now, here's a guy who stole billions of dollars, and a drug dealer. And now they finally got him and put him in America. He's the only guy that doesn't want a wall. He wants to go the other way, because he escaped from Mexican prisons. Now, this guy has billions of dollars that they confiscated with his drug deals and his money. And I didn't know there was a return policy in I got to call my dealer, see if I can get my bucks back. But, I was doing all these drugs years ago. I didn't know that I was making this guy happy. He's a little too well fed for a druggie anyway, because most druggies usually they cut the cocaine with speed. So you don't eat, and you get very emaciated and thin. Also, you spend a lot of time looking for your next fix if you escalate. I don't know what a gateway drug is. All I know is the one that's in my system is the drug of relatively unimportance. That's the one that I have now. I want vitamin B happy. But seriously, I'm accused of being too corny. But life is corny. I mean, Valentine's Day is corny. I'm Italian. We celebrate St. Valentine's Day Massacre when we have a Valentine's Day. It was a saint. Valentine was a saint who defended the church. That's where this all started. It didn't come from some guy who shot arrows with Cupid. This is all imagination, and it's wonderful. It's Avatar at its best in the early days. We made up stories about people and we brought them into cartoon life. Now we're bringing people who are real, we're treating them like cartoons because that's what they've become. Everybody's a Marvel comic. We got a president who's never off the news. The guy has got a machinery. If he had this kind of machinery when he owned the Plaza Hotel, he wouldn't have had to lose it, or the Eastern Airlines or any of the stuff that he lost. If he had this kind of PR, the PR is amazing. This guy has just really become a great machine of public relations. It's not always positive, but you know what? Neither was the Inquirer or Confidential Magazine. I don't know if you remember this, but Confidential Magazine was the first in Hollywood to publish dirty stories about people, and they started with Frank Sinatra, and he sued them. The publisher almost lost his life, too, from that, because in those days, Frank was accused of being connected to the mob, and he probably had a little connection there. And then he, of course, could not show up for a lot of the John F. Kennedy affairs because of the mob association, in that JFK's brother, Robert, was the Attorney General. This is history. We got history. So what are we going to do? We're going to destroy our history so that we feel better about ourselves, that this didn't really happen? See, the wind is picking up here. Do you notice? It's going to blow me all the way back to my last thought, which, what was it? See, this is how you get Alzheimer's or dementia in Florida. You forget what you were saying. And usually it's interrupted, accompanied in L.A. by a check, and in New York accompanied by a lawyer who wants a check. I didn't ask for your comments. I got a bird that, we had a parrot, but the parrot died because he never got a chance to talk. Ouch. The little pricks again. Come on, I've had enough of them. Okay, it's this guy's going to give me a hickey. I'm going to go a bird hickey. Going to make me very popular. Not in the right community, though. I'll have some vulture. Oh, thank you. All right, it's an amazing display of bad manners that I'm having today. It's Joey Reynolds from his bird cage, and I want to thank you very much for tuning in. I'm going to start a television show that's not offensive, and you probably won't hear about it. Just because it's not offensive. Really where I should be is the last segment of 60 Minutes, where Andy Rooney was. Can you imagine me sitting there with the bird on my shoulder doing these little these little snippy things that I do? I was going to say sniping. That's also what they do on the news. What else is there going to say on the news? What else is there happening? I don't. Oh yeah, yeah. It doesn't matter. It's time for his feeding. Hey, listen, it's a Joey Reynolds rap. All right, watch it.